Yo, what is up, loafers? This is Nanobread, and welcome to day 28 of Stardew Every Day. Okay, what is the queen of sauce in today? An omelet? Okay, that's good, because that's part of the community center if that bundle hasn't changed later on. Good humor, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go fish to make some more money. Oh, nice! I've made enough money so I could get either the mushroom cave or the fruit bat cave. Yes, Demetrius, I already said this. Can we get a move on? Thank you. Now, for me personally, I like to do the fruit bat cave. I've never really been one to buy the fruit trees before year 1, and a lot of bundles, they would need it. Plus, it makes great gifts for people. And eventually, when I do get the foraging level 10 perk, where I turn everything I pick up into iridium quality, it's just going to make those a lot more valuable. And then for the mushrooms, with the mushroom logs that you can plant near trees once I start my tree farm, then I can just put those there as well, and then I can get mushrooms there that I wouldn't normally be able to get. Yes, that's also in the future, but mushrooms, I feel like you don't need as much as like those fruits that you can get from the fruit bat cave. Man, I would have liked a little bit more of a notice though from him. It's 6:20 a.m. Who shows up to someone's house at 6:20 a.m.? Also, pet the cat. Alright, I've been getting a notice to pick up my axe this entire time, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll go fishing. I don't believe there's any fish that I would need that I haven't caught already, so I'm just gonna go up to my usual spot. Since I'm also gonna be picking up my axe, I'm gonna go drop off my pickaxe too, just so I can start getting that upgraded. Just because it's been taking a while to make progress through the mines with just a normal pickaxe. So I'm gonna upgrade this to silver. I'm gonna upgrade this to copper and then to iron as fast as I can. It means I also can donate all of my shit that I've been collecting. And for Clint to break some of these geodes too. I guess since I'm already on it, I'm gonna break the rest of them too. I'm gonna save a few frozen geodes just because they might be used for a bundle. But the rest I'm gonna go break open. Today's been a real interesting day for me so far. Let's just say every time that I really mention my sleep schedule, it's not getting better. Ooh, a herring. Okay. I will look to see if I have any for that, just because getting that ticket would be nice. That also might be used for a bundle later. The only exception recently to me waking up at a good time is for my girlfriend's birthday, and that's just because we had a reservation kind of early. But besides that, I, today especially, woke up at basically 2 p.m. and I didn't get out of bed until 3 p.m. So that's been quite the adventure. Granted, I didn't sleep until late too. But still, that means I got like, what, 12 hours of sleep. But since then, I've been trying to be productive. I've been helping my girlfriend with laundry. Since she's out right now, I also decided to record and play some games with some of my friends. Like Mitsuo, the YouTuber that has kind of like inspired me and one of my friends to also start. And then a few of his friends in his Discord too. Their names are Galaxy and Aries. So it's been really fun playing with them. Hopefully you guys will see that video somewhat soon. I'm honestly not sure when, just because I need to get around to editing that video. And who knows how long that's going to take me. But I'm going to try to get it done semi-soon, just so I can try to keep that like consistent schedule. Also, I swear I'll organize this later. For now, this is just how I'm gonna have it. But today we decided to play Helldivers, and that was an interesting experience. I haven't played Helldivers in a while, and they've changed a lot since the last time that I've played. They made it so that you walk a hell of a lot slower, especially on the ship, which I wasn't used to. They changed some of the guns, like I like to use the incendiary breaker shotgun a lot, because it's really effective against bugs, but they lowered the clip magazine from 7 to 4, I believe. And when you just listen to that difference, you don't think of it too much. Like, you're like, okay, well, no big deal. But when you actually are in game and you're playing, it is a huge difference. So that was a little sad. My aim wasn't the greatest. I also didn't do the worst, but that's just because I was also playing with a person that only played the game for like 2 days. So, but I'm glad that they had a lot of fun. It definitely brought back some memories for me when I played it religiously with some of my friends. Hopefully I can get some people together again to play that, just because it was a pretty fun time tonight. We only did difficulty 6, and that's a new thing too. They added a difficulty 10, which I still haven't played difficulty 9 yet, so I can't imagine what 10 is going to be like. We did have a few technical difficulties while playing though. I couldn't really join their lobby just because it was made private by the host, and then when I did eventually get in, I crashed and I couldn't play. Unfortunately, by the time that my game finally did work again and I could join their lobby, because we had another private lobby issue, Mitsuo had to go, so unfortunately I never really got to play with him, but I did get to play with the other two, and it was a fun time. Playing on difficulty 6 was interesting, to say the least. It had been so long since I've played, and when I did play, I usually played on the harder difficulties. So when we started out on 6, I didn't really know what to expect. I kind of just like had flashbacks of when I was playing with some of my other friends, and remembered it being pretty bad. So I was expecting to die a lot, especially since I didn't look at the controls and I didn't really remember how it was until I felt out the game a little more. But it actually went really well for me personally. I wasn't the kill leader either time, but both games I did die 0 times, so that's an accomplishment. Luckily, we didn't play against the automatons today. We only played against the terminids, and thank God, because I love playing against those bugs. Because with my shotgun, even though it was nerfed with less clips, it was really easy to kill them with my incendiary. Since it's been a while, I didn't really feel like playing up against the more annoying enemy. Plus, we had someone new with us, so you can't treat them to a bad time in their like first few days of playing the game. I'm glad that Ares, he was still very versed in the game. He's been playing it a lot, so he was able to basically catch me up to speed on like all the differences from when I played to like what's also good and bad now. So that was also really helpful to have someone like that. If you guys haven't played Helldivers, I would really recommend it. I know I say that about pretty much every game I talk about, but it's true. Like, I basically only talk about games that I do really recommend, or that like people force me to play with them. So, but this one is one of those games that I do really recommend. It's one of the few shooters that I really like, and I am a big fan of like PvE. I don't really like PvP too much just because my shot isn't good enough to keep up with like realistic player movements. But when I go up against like the robots or terminids and just the computer, I can do that just fine. Man, today I actually caught some largemouth bass. What a difference from yesterday. Also, I didn't realize that I spent almost 3,000 gold on just opening geodes, so that's a little concerning. I really gotta hope that today's fishing day makes up for it. And honestly, I might sell most, if not all of my fish, just so I can try to get that 10k mark. Plus, I got a lot of mayo saved up, so I could sell that too. Man, they're really taunting me with a good time right there. There's bubbles right in front of me, but I don't think that's far enough to get like high quality fish. So I'm not too sure if that's worth it. Although with the bite rate, it might outweigh the quality of fish that I'm getting. This might be a quantity over quality type situation. Oh, that's a pretty big quality hit, but we'll keep doing this as long as it lasts, I guess. Oh, unless I undershoot it twice in a row. That's so tragic. Man, I just need to get good at the game. I do hope that next time, if I play with that same group again, that I can actually get to play with Mitsuo this time. It was really unfortunate that he had to go last second, and it was unfortunate that I was experiencing like so many problems. So hopefully the next time that we're able to play, we don't run into any of that. I've also been itching to ask my group of friends that I'm learning Valorant for if they ever want to play soon, just because I still haven't played against actual people yet, and I don't really want to unless it's with them. I kind of want to ask them when they're available to see when's a good time for us to all game together. I just like hope they know what they're getting themselves into by playing with someone that doesn't do well in shooting games, and it's also like my first time playing Valorant. So if they're watching the video right now, I apologize to you guys in advance. Oh, also in last video, I remember talking to you guys about me and my girlfriend going to the Clippers and Kings game, and I really hoped that the Clippers would lose because I had beef with them since they beat up on my Warriors, but it was like quite the opposite. They both shot so horrendously from 3, and I think for like the first 3 quarters, neither team were shooting over 40%, which is really atrocious. But the Kings, their struggles was just so much worse than what the Clippers' struggles were. I believe throughout the first 2 quarters, the Kings only scored like 26 points or something, which I have never seen any team perform that badly. Granted, their second half was a lot better. They finished the total game with like 88 points, but nowadays scoring only 88 points is pretty unacceptable. A score maybe like 2004 could end in 88 points, and that's like low-key considered high sometimes. But in the modern age, when a bunch of teams are jacking up threes and the pace is just so fast compared to what it used to be, there's no way you're telling me that you only scored 88 points in a game. I was kind of hoping to see someone pop off too from either team. It didn't really happen. The closest was De'Aaron Fox scoring 29 points eventually. And granted, that is a good amount, but it's not like an amount that's worth like showing up for, if you guys know what I mean. I don't know. I know like most games are just going to be that normal regular games, but I wish that like one of the games that I've been to would be like a crazy night from someone. And I guess in of itself, them only scoring 88 points is crazy, but like it's crazy in the boring sense, you know? Alright, in terms of what I'm selling, I think this should be pretty good. I don't know if it'll be 10k, but this is me still following like my normal selling rules. So I'm just hoping that it gets me there. Alright, and with that, we've come to the end of another day of Stardew Every Day. I'm kind of excited for next episode, since this is the last day of the season, and the first day of summer on some of my files is when I quit, so I'm kind of curious to see how I proceed from there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, I wish you guys a good night, loafers.